Hey, this is Average John here coming at you with another video of what I have read this week. I have read Why the Last Man Unmanned in preparation of the Hulu show, the new Hulu show that just came out. There's 3 episodes coming out. There's a 4th one coming out. It comes out weekly on Mondays. Go check it out. This one, I love, and I have a personal story with this. When I was in the hospital in 2017, just healing, just getting up and stuff, I was up at all hours of the morning, pretty much, because they go check on you every 2 hours. Just to make sure anything's up. One of the nurses and I actually got talking about anime and all that stuff, anime comics, and she was like, "Have you read the Why the Last Man are Ex Machina?" And I'm like, "No, I haven't read any of those." So she got me actually two books of Why the Last Man and 2 books of Ex Machina. And I guess he wanted them back because a couple of weeks later she didn't ask how they were, and I said I haven't read them at all. And I just kind of have them now, so I'm sorry if you wanted them back. And if you, I don't know how to get them back to you now, but if you want them, just come find me, I guess. I don't know. But anyway, the book is really good. The book is really awesome. And this is my handy dandy notebook. I mean, I have a laptop with me, but fortunately, I thought about doing this way last second. This is one of my old laptops, but it works fine, and I have new gear with it. I have a webcam, and I have a new mic, if you haven't noticed, thanks to my very good friend, which I will not put on YouTube. But he knows who he is. And I'm very grateful for him again. But without further ado, let's get into the story of Why the Last Man. Of course, I'm going to have spoilers here if you want to read this book. It's Unmanned. It's by Vertigo Comics. It's really good. I love it. Vertigo just kills it. They're one of my favorite comic companies. Whatever they're so story of DC, yes I know, but it's good. So, but anyway, I'm gonna not mess with that cord. I'm gonna try to keep it up here. So we run into this couple named Yorick, and he's talking with his girlfriend who is in Australia, who's named Beth. Alright. And he's lonely, he kinda misses her. And he's a failed escape artist, and she's more of like just whatever. She's going to college, she's adventuring, she's doing whatever. And he's just a failing escape artist, so out of all of his infinite wisdom, he bought this monkey called Ampersand. Ampersand, it's like that little and symbol that you make in papers and stuff, like the backwards 3 with the line through it. I didn't know that actually until this comic or this show. Yeah, basically that happens. It shows his mom, his representative of the government. It shows her at work in Washington, D.C., about her just going through the motions pretty much and trying to get stuff approved, and her getting harassed because, she's a woman. Of course, she can't do anything in the government. She's not strong. She's not smart or anything. And then the next day, literally, it shows all of them going through that. And literally the next day, almost all the men drop dead entirely. Like now, this is a world just for the woman, pretty much, and everyone's just gotta survive now because society's kind of collapsing. Well, I say all the men died. Yorick and Ampersand, who carry the Y gene, are alive. And I think it's, yeah. But yeah, they carried the Y gene, which is maybe why they're not infected or whatever, but no one really knows. It's kind of hard to tell. But they kind of need men to reproduce. Well, if they ever want to reproduce, they're not focused on that right now. But they are focused on it. And everyone's just like, York, you gotta help, you gotta help somehow. And York's just like, no, I want to go find Beth, who's in Australia right now. Basically, this agent comes by and picks him up. This agent that works for a secret spy ring called the Cobra Ring. It was actually formed by George Washington back in the day. She goes by and picks him up, helps him go to Washington D.C. to meet his mom, who doesn't want to let him out of her sight. So they take her to the White House. He pretty much gets locked up. He's just like, and they can't ever let him loose or let him be seen because, of course, people are going to try to break in and get him and sell him to the highest bidder, pretty much. Sell him off to slavery. Who knows? Other dresses, other bad stuff or whatever. So they kind of keep him. In a world gone mad where representative wives are wanting their dead husband's seats and everything, and nobody knows what the heck to do. Now, and Emperor Sam just keeps on running off doing his own thing, and it's just apocalypse stories, It's but it's apocalyptic in an interesting way. Most people are like apocalyptic has doom and gloom. The world is ending. Everything's just horrible. Everything's just bad. But this one's just like, no, not necessarily. The world isn't going bad. There's just mysterious illness that killed all the males. But the world is what you make of it. Because without the males, all of a sudden their food is depleting. They have no idea what they're doing. It's weird. It's strange. I don't know why I closed this book. I was not near done, but that happens. But sorry for the eruption. Pretty much. I closed this book by accident, and I went to the right page. I keep hitting this mic by accident. I'm not used to having a mic here. Hopefully it's working and stuff. When I tested out, it seemed a little soft to me, but I'm kind of holding it. Maybe it's just my voice that's soft. I don't know. That could be too. I'm trying my best to be a little quiet at least. But I don't know how that's working. Whatever. Yeah, that basically is all. Oh, of course. Of course, Yorick wants to go to Beth in Australia now that he's in DC, and his mother is now the President of the United States. Maybe he can get a helicopter down. But they're just like, first, you go to this doctor, Dr. Mann, who is this expert in cloning. Maybe she can clone you so you don't have to necessarily go and repopulate, but a cloning you can. Or you donate to a sperm bank, but this group of Amazonian women are destroying all things male related, so maybe that's not the best idea, but there's no right or wrong ideas. It's kind of an apocalyptic situation. So, but that's where it kind of ends. Of course, it's the first in a long line of books. It's going to be the first in a long line of episodes for the show. And of course, they're gonna run this for as long as they can. And it's a good show. They deserve it. They deserve it. But I love it. I love the comic. I love the show. What do you guys think of it? I love the ambiguous beginnings, where it's kind of like, that's why I like the first episode of The Walking Dead, right, where Rick Grimes wakes up from a coma, and he's just wondering what the heck is going on. I love being in that mystery, I mean, I kind of stopped watching after the second episode, but the first episode really hold out to me, and that's the first with the Why the Last Man, because actually, I'll save all the episode stuff for tomorrow. Otherwise, I'm going to talk about it a lot, and I'll have nothing for tomorrow. And sorry if you heard that was a motorcycle, but how do you guys enjoy the comic Unmanned? And how do you think it compares to the show so far? Let me know. I mean, of course, with me, I think there's some stuff they put in the show, some stuff they left out, some stuff they changed. Yeah, but it's all good. And you can comment to me if you liked it, how it relates to the show, yada yada yada. You can comment it on here, or you can comment it to me on my socials, which are down there, which I post down below. My Instagram's at TRIPL3XX Mayhem. My Twitter is at Real Average John. My Facebook is at Official Average John. And like I always say, don't worry if you can't understand me. I have everything down below. Alright, so. And I will, if there's nothing left that I can think of, I will see you all tomorrow with the first 3 episodes of Why the Last Man. Alright. See you later.